feel like I join the choir. Shit, I should go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with distinctions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with distinctions, man, that chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a sister, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all can lost. All the real niggas chunk y'all gang in the air for all the bitch niggas y'all that's tossed. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack and look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with distinctions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with distinctions, man, that chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir.
Hey there, art lover. Ever wondered what happens when art meets AI? Imagine having unique AI-generated art pieces right at your fingertips. Welcome to Mucho Art. We offer AI-generated wall art and t-shirt designs crafted with quality materials and innovative technology. Join our vibrant community of art enthusiasts and tech lovers today. Visit muchoart.com now and embrace the future of art.
All right, all right, all right. Let's not waste no time. Let me get rid of this echo. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Let's not waste no time. Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much. And we about to get into it, man. Y'all see the thumbnail. Heated debate between the saint and the sinner and Adam 22. I'm gonna do a reaction to this one, man. This is a live reaction. You know, I like to do everything live, I guess. I don't know. Eventually, I'm gonna start putting out videos, right? Making videos and making it, cleaning up. But until I get this editing down packed like I want to, we're gonna have to deal with all my flaws and everything, right? All the good, the bad, and the ugly. Never do it all live. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, well, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about it a little bit, man. Let me see if I can pull some stuff up. Let me see if I can pull some stuff up. Let me see if I can pull some stuff up. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't. All right. Well, I guess I can pull some stuff up. I'll fix it. But we're going to get into it, man. The saint and the sinner. Shout out to the saint and the sinner, man. I don't know the brother, but you know, you see the thumbnail, man. You gotta put some respect on that brother's name, man. You gotta put some respect on the saint and the sinner's name. And I'm gonna tell you why, man. Any brother that's willing to beef on sight, any brother that's willing to, as he says, be himself on and off the screen, you got to give a shout out, man. You got to give a shout out. This brother called out Adam 22 before the podcast. He said, hey, homie, you want to catch that fade? You want to catch that fade? You got to respect it, man. You got to respect that, man. Little dangerous, little edgy, right? But respect to that brother, man. Put some respect on his name. The same, the same. Matter of fact, let's clap it up for that brother. Put some respect on his name. He's called out the fade for Adam 22, and Adam 22 was like, nah, man, I don't want that fade. And he's a much bigger guy, MMA supposedly. But I'm not, I got nothing against Adam 22. But let's just say I'm not necessarily a fan. Right? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Mainly because he's a weirdo, man. Holly weird, man. He's a weirdo to me. I mean, his lifestyle is not the lifestyle I would suggest. That I would have anybody want to enter into, right? You know, I don't know if he has any kids. I don't know if the brother, you know, I don't know what, but just let's just say we different, right? But shout out to them both, right? Shout out to Adam 22. Shout out to Saint and the Center for calling the fade, and the brother didn't want none. But during the podcast, it seemed like he wanted some though. We're gonna jump into it, man. We're gonna get into it. It seemed like during the podcast, he wanted some. So this video features a heated debate about monogamy, monogamy, OnlyFans, and traditional versus modern gender roles. That's so important. The the saint and the sinner went to bat. He defended, right, the traditional versus the modern gender role. It begins with a disagreement over what constitutes monogamy, especially in the context of appearing on camera. Okay. Let's just be real, man. What you do on camera, you may call it your job, but I don't know if I want to, people treat it like a job. But let me just tell you like this: my wife can't be no sex worker and then try to come home and lay with me. No other man, you can't call that work. You can't call that work. Okay. Sex worker is not work. They may treat it like a job, but I wouldn't call it that. Right. The conversation also evolves into a broader discussion about the morality and societal acceptance of working in adult entertainment, particularly on platforms like OnlyFans. No respect. No respect. If you take the easy, if you do it easy and I'm doing it hard, if my difficulty level is more challenging than yours, I get the respect. If you take the easy route out and you sell your body, sell your feet, sell your, I don't know, whatever. You put all those pictures on the internet and you make money off that. Um, I think you have to deal with the consequences that comes with that. Some people can escape it, some people can find love, but very few. Majority don't. Majority don't find love when you're in the sex working field. And I don't think anybody wants to fall in love with the sex worker or anybody in that field. Whether you're just doing it for the camera or you're participating in full on corn, right? I don't think anybody respects that. And you can't. Let me get rid of this real quick, you guys. My one man show right here, so y'all got to forgive me. Let me get rid of this right here. Bam. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's hard out here for a pimp, right? It's hard out here for a pimp, man. And I don't know if I necessarily respect even that. I mean, I used to be it used to be cool, right, to be seen as a pimp, right? But not so much. Not so much. Not when it turns out you like seeing your wife get banged by other dudes. That's kind of creepy. And I don't care how much money you have. I mean, it seems like the higher up in money you get, the more this lifestyle is kind of prevalent. Not saying that people in the lower classes don't dabble in that, but I would say not so much. You know, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much money I make. There's some things I'm okay with not trying. I'm okay. I'll take the boring SEX any day. I'll take the boring SEX any day, 7 days. I'll take it. I'll take it till the day I die. I don't need to spice it up with, you know, extra things, extra toys, extra people. It could just be me and the wife, and we ride it out that way. I'm cool with that. It's a lot safer that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot less STDs that way, right? But some people, they make so much money, that the normal, they've had so much sex that they got to try other things, man. They got to do some crazy stuff, man. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, man. We are gonna get into it, man. We're definitely gonna get into it. Let me set up the video. All right, we back, man. The audio is tripping. Sorry about that. We always got to experience some technical difficulties when streaming. It's just what it is. But let's bring them up on screen here. Let's bring them up on screen here. There goes your boy Adam22 right there. And let's kind of just let's kind of go through it.
But we both know we're not going to agree on that, but I think it's very disingenuous to call it monogamy when it's not monogamy.
And the only monogamy off camera.
That's like me saying that, inside of this room,
you don't really need to say it's like anything. It just is a statement of fact, right?
No, it's not, because you're creating a false condition as though life is different when you turn on a camera and turn off a camera.
I think when I say monogamy, monogamy on or off.
Okay. Now you hear the ladies in the background. It's acting. It's acting. Life is different. You got actors say I'm one way on the camera and I'm another way at home. I'm playing a role, right? And I get that to a certain extent, right? Because let's be real, that's what even corn, you're playing a role, right? But let's not pretend like you're not actually, one is pretend and one is the real thing. When you're sleeping with people on camera and then trying to stay in a monogamous relation off camera, I think that's a slippery slope, man. I think that's a slippery slope, man. I don't think anybody should be getting paid. I don't think that, even though sex work is the oldest profession, so to speak, but I don't think anybody should be getting paid to do that. I don't think anybody should be engaging in that. I think we do need morality. I think we do need shame. And this is what happens when you have people with no shame. People with no shame. This is what happens when you have people who have no shame, no sense of morality, who make way too much money, who can buy anything they want, who are bored out of their mind. They got all the money in the world, and they still got to do some debauchery. You know, money corrupts. Money corrupts. It's just, it is what it is. It doesn't have to corrupt you, but it can. You know, money can corrupt you. You can get straight corrupted, and that's what this brother Adam 22, man. He probably was a degenerate before he got the money, but definitely more of a degenerate now. I definitely think he's more of a degenerate now. More of a degenerate now. You know, I definitely think that, man. I mean, let's get into it though. Let's get into it. His lifestyle, I wouldn't want anybody to go into that lifestyle, but let's go.
Camera, I think everyone understands.
This is really important. No, I like where we're at right now. What we're experiencing is that you know what you're doing is wrong, so you have this duality in your mind and in your psyche to make you feel like because you turn on the camera and because you're getting paid, now it's okay. When in actual fact, I'll tell you how we know it's wrong. Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not. No.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. And I'll give you an example. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong. And
Clap it up for that brother right there. Great point. Great point. I couldn't have made that point better myself. Great point. Your work is shameful. My work I can be proud of. The problem is we got people proud of the shame. They're not ashamed and they're proud of what they do. They because of money, because they can make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in this industry, they're no longer ashamed. They feel like the money has somehow the money has somehow legitimized them. They feel like somehow the money has legitimized them. That's how they feel. They, that they can be shameful, do shameful things. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it, man. Let me tell you something. No amount of money will make me sell my soul like that. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Not I. Let's go.
Product of what you're doing is bad.
First of all, I don't do porn on OnlyFans, so like, don't throw me in that. Okay. But I feel like it's like what I want my dad to watch me having sex with someone else, recorded or not. Like, you do things like you don't want your parents to see everything that you're doing.
Did you understand my point?
To him, like, it's a bad thing. Like, how do you know that they're ashamed
Real
of
quick,
it?
did you understand my point?
What?
He said, we're not ashamed. How do you know that he's not ashamed of it? And he's like, we're not. That's the problem when you make money, man. You know, money. With money, you think you can buy friends. With money, you know you can spend money to buy sex, right? You can obviously pay for people to sleep with your wife is what this guy's doing. You know, he runs a show and puts the camera on and tries to make money off of the low level energy, the base things of mankind, the lowest of the low. It's crazy. Let's get back into it.
Did you comprehend my point?
I understand your point,
okay,
but I mean, I do agree with him. I think off camera, they are monogamous. Like, it's acting. It's like kissing someone in a movie. Like,
okay, let me give you movies. Let me ask you a question.
I don't do porn on OnlyFans.
Let me ask you a question.
But I still agree. I do think they are in a monogamous relationship.
You don't do porn on OnlyFans.
I don't.
What do you do?
I do like sexy photos. Yeah.
Just sexy photos, nude photos.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, here we got a jokester. Okay,
you got to subscribe. I mean, I don't know. You got to see for yourself. Yeah.
I would.
Look at how uncomfortable Adam looks, man. I mean, the brother looks like he's about to fume, right? Like he's about to go through the roof. Like he is not he's trying to pretend like he's okay with these questions, and you know, he knows he's going to get these questions, you know, but somehow in his mind he thinks he can win over the crowd, and because he's appealing to the easiest sensation, right? Because he's appealing to the lowest form of love or lust. He's appealing to the lust in all mankind. He feels like he can win them over, but I don't know, man. He's not winning me over. And you see, it's almost like one side versus another side. You got the people who are, the conservatives versus the liberals. It almost seems like you're looking across the table, and that's exactly what it is. Conservatism versus liberalism. Sitting at this table, you got a black conservative surrounded around a couple white conservatives, and then you have everybody else on the liberal side. Everybody else on the liberal side, and they think it's okay. It's okay to engage in these things because they're getting paid lots of money. Money doesn't give you character. Money doesn't give you integrity. Money doesn't make you trustworthy. Money doesn't make you loyal. Okay? How can you be loyal if you're there for the money? Because once the money stops, there's no loyalty. So let's get into it. Let's continue.
Never. So going back though, how do you pitch it to a girl? Like, I'm gonna fuck other women. You try to get this ism.
Butler donated $200. Hey, Mr. Herpsalot.
Herpsalot.
You did a standard herpes test which shows nothing. You do a Western blot test, it will likely come back positive and you will have to disclose to all future partners. Hashtag filthy.
Oh my
Jay
goodness,
Butler got paid
Lord.
today.
You spent a lot more time thinking about this than I.
Yeah, this brother, I mean, you could just look at him, man. He's just uncomfortable, man. You can just tell, man, like, he has this awkward way about him anyway. And he has this, I don't know why he comes on and to these podcasts and debates, because I don't think Adam 22 is a very good debater. I don't think he has any receipts. I just think he has his own mind. He definitely has his own mind. But obviously, the Saint and the Sinner is a superior debate. I mean, very intellectual. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I rock with everything that brother says, but that brother says a lot of things that are very clever, and he says it in a way that that you feel what he's saying. I mean, you got to put some respect on his name, man. That's all I'm saying. You got to put some respect on the Saint and Sinner's name, man. You got to put some respect on his name, because he's handling his right now. He's in the room, the only brother in the room, and he's commanding all the attention. All the attention. So let's get to it.
Oh man. One of these days, Adam, I'll have you on the podcast where not everyone's trying to dogpile you.
No, he's bulletproof. He's bulletproof.
He's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, so what is the pitch?
He doesn't look,
because I'm sure there's men out there
that look on his face.
would
look
like
how he looks, man.
to
Like,
have the kind of arrangement you have.
Oh, I'm good. I can fight back. I'm okay.
Right. Okay.
So what?
He's coming across very defensive. He's coming across. He's trying to hold his composure right now, and you're about to see him blow up in a minute. But he's trying to hold his composure. He's really trying to hold his composure. Truly, he's trying to hold his composure. The conversation initially centers around the definition of monogamy, with particular focus on whether engaging in sexual activities on camera for monetary gain can still be considered monogamous, right? The Saint, he comes in and he goes into the morality and the family values and the family views, and he says, "Hey, babe, would you do that in front of your mom? Would you do that in front of your dad? Do you want your brother or your sister looking at you? These are all shameful things. Listen, if you can't do it in front of your parents, you shouldn't do it at all." So there's going to be a heated exchange about the morality of working in adult entertainment, right? That is a field that no woman or no man should enter. Okay. One particular question, whether these involved in such work would feel comfortable with their family members viewing their content, suggesting that discomfort indicates an inherent understanding of its moral issues. And that's pretty much what the saint and the sinner is trying to let y'all know. Do you understand the moral issues here? The very fact that you don't want certain people to see it lets you understand that shame exists. You know what you're doing is shameful. And no matter how much you try to confidently stick your chest out and come out, let's be real. In certain countries, you couldn't do it. You couldn't get away with that. You'd be looked down upon. You'd be cast out of society. You are a person that someone's going to cast out. You're not going to fit in society well, right? Let's get back to it.
How do you what's the pitch to the woman?
Okay.
How do you because most women are going to be like, no, I don't want you.
Right.
With other
or
chicks.
They're going to try to force some level of, gender feminist, we're equal, we're the same. So if you do it, I do it.
Okay.
All right. So Adam, you ready for this? Get your pen and paper.
Let's go.
You ready for this? All right, cool.
Look at him. He's on the phone. He's not engaged. He's trying to keep his composure. But it's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time. He's like, I probably shouldn't have done this podcast. I didn't want to meet up with this guy, the Satan, the sinner, afterwards. I really didn't want to be here. That's the kind of look that Adam 22 is giving. But Adam, man, no matter how much you brag about your lifestyle, man, no reputable person, no person with common sense, no person who's decent, who has some type of morality, who has some type of faith about him, it's going to rock what you're doing, man. So if you're trying to spread Satan's message, nobody's trying, you'll get low level people to agree with you, but people with a high level mind, people with a spiritual mind, people with people who just understand shame, they can't rock with you, man. Can't do it.
So the number one foundational piece is selecting the correct woman. I'll give you an example. We're just going to go. Just give me a little bit of time here.
Look at how have you ever cheated
before?
He's in a fight, man. Adam 22 looks like he's in a freaking fight. Like he's in a fight. Like he's about to erupt, man. He's so stiff right now. He's stiffened up. He's not loose. He's stiff. And you're gonna watch these other women. The girl with the pink blouse right there. She's gonna stiff. She's gonna get stiff too. She's gonna get real emotional real quick because his brother's gonna put her in her place, man. And frankly, I'm not mad at anything he said. I'm not mad at anything he said. I know some people are like, oh, he shouldn't have. I don't feel sorry for someone who chooses that as a profession and tries to walk outside like it's a badge, like it's a good thing. Like these are delusional women on the panel right here. These are delusional women on the panel right here. Very delusional.
No, never.
Never. Have you ever cheated before?
No.
Would they admit it though?
Have you ever cheated before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever cheated before? You're lying. Have you ever cheated before?
That's fucked up.
No, I'll tell you why. No, I will tell you why. I'm not picking on her. I'm gonna tell you why.
Straighten your mic, please.
I will tell you why. I can read characters very well.
Gotcha.
There was a gentleman here named Nick. He was explaining to everyone how the show is going to proceed and giving us the basics on, how to pay attention, how to track the speaker, how to be respectful, in other words. There was one person who was not paying attention while he was talking. Who was that?
Mm-hmm. That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
So out of everyone sitting here, why are you the one?
She's a narcissist. And he's about to break it down why she's a narcissist. And, anybody who, look, she wasn't even ashamed. Look, that's the problem, man. We got to bring back shame. She's not even ashamed that someone was giving her some proper guidelines on how to function within someone else's show. But, people like Adam 22, people like her, They have to make you, they have to go against the grain. Just for the simple fact is because they don't really care about other people. They believe they're up here and you're down there. And I'm gonna let the Saint cook on it. I'm gonna let the Saint cook though. Let's let him cook.
One that's sitting here being disrespectful when he's taking out his time to show you how to best present yourself in front of millions of people.
Because I was turning off my alarm. Yeah. And I didn't want to forget to do it later.
Sure. I hear you. Because you're a disrespectful person and you were rude and catty with him after he told you. As a boss, I always look at these things because I was rude and
catty with him because I put my phone away.
No.
I don't think I said anything disrespectful. I mean,
I agree with you. I agree that you think you didn't say anything disrespectful. I agree that you think you weren't being disrespectful because that's your actual nature. So a person like you who is by nature one who is narcissistic and disregards others, you're the one that's going to cheat.
Because I was on my phone when I didn't.
Why were you the only one? Out of I got 2 phones right here. I got 2 phones. Why were you the only one?
Do you follow every single fucking rule? Have you ever had a speeding ticket?
Like, have you follow every single F? That come back. Is that your back? Do you follow every single rule? Let me just say it like this, man. It's very obvious that she's very narcissistic and condescending and very defensive, and she's getting emotional because she's cussing. He got her on tilt. And I love to say this all the time, man. I love to say this all the time. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. When you're in a debate, the best thing you can do is not be emotional. And Adam is such a simp. He wants to stick up for her. He wants to stick up for all the girls who are in the sex worker industry, right? Because he wants to save them all. He wants to sleep with them all. He really wants to pimp them all. He wants to slave them all out. It's just, man, sad, very sad, very sad, very sad, very sad, very sad. The debate touches on how one's professional life, especially in adult entertainment, intersects with personal values and societal norms, right? Participants discuss the potential shame and judgment faced by those in the adult industry. There's a level of shame that you got to eat. You got to eat that. There's no changing it. If you're going to do the work, hey, you got to accept the penalties of your choices. That's what I say. I almost want to skip it up here, but I'm just going to let it rock. I'm going to let it rock for a little bit. And then, I'm going to let it rock for a little bit. Let's go.
Angry. In trouble, why are you so angry?
Like in class?
You're just angry right now.
You're just as expressive as I am.
You're
and I
angry.
think when a woman kind of barks back at you, it's an issue.
Well, there's no need to bark. But you've been kind of. I'm just going to spade a spade. I'm just saying, okay. Why were you? I'm asking you a question. Why were you the only one out of everyone here? Why was it you that all of a sudden needed to do that right when he's giving us the directions?
Just because I had to do it.
Because you didn't care. Now, settle.
I don't know how being on my phone correlates to cheating. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, be fucking for real right now.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
What the
fuck? They are not used. See, let me tell you something. Women are not used when men are very direct. Women are not used to when men beat them at their own kind of little catty games. I mean, you couldn't have said that as smooth. You couldn't have said that any better. Let's clap it up for the. I don't feel sorry for her because of the industry she's in. If she was like a nice woman, if she was a traditional woman, if she was a respectful woman, then I'd be like, hey man, you're going a little bit too far, right? The small simp in me wants to protect that woman, but because of the industry, because of her nonchalantness, because of her narcissistic mind, you can tell that she's a narcissist. You can tell, okay? She suffers from that. You can tell. I don't feel like he did anything wrong. I feel like he's just telling her the truth, and she's just not handling it. And even as though it comes across kind of offensive, she's just not used to somebody on that level talking to her like that. She's used to dealing with cuckolds and simps and incels and and brothers who worship him. You know, that's the world that she lives in, right? But when you come up against a person that's above you, not below you, it's a different conversation. That's like me trying to argue with a billionaire. I'm going to lose that argument. This brother is a billionaire, right? I mean, I'm not on his level, and I hate to make it about money. It's not about money, but it's about the power that's connected to that, if that makes any sense, right? He has more power than me. I would be foolish. I'm not saying I won't speak up for myself. I'm not saying I won't, defend myself to a certain extent, but there's only, certain people can talk like that and get away with it. And the Saint is proven that he's that guy, even though she's trying to contest it. So let's get back into it.
Yeah, no. If you have legit,
I think I have a lot more to offer than just being on OnlyFans.
If you had
like that, I started 2 months ago. Like there's a lot more to offer than
if
that.
you had significant IQ and skill set, you'd be able to go into the marketplace and earn a good income, such that you didn't have to do that.
Significant IQ, like the women that you're with that let you cheat on them and bring whatever diseases back to them, right? Like those are like high value women, right? Like
right, yeah. So being that you don't have significant income or the ability to offer skills,
I don't have a significant income. Okay, gotcha.
Why do you keep cutting me off? All right, go ahead. You talk, and then I'll respond. Go ahead. You talk.
I'm just
Can you at least scoot your mic that way? There you go.
She wasn't listening to the direction. That's why she didn't know.
I'm a bad listener. I'm a bad listener and I'm a cheater.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk now? I just want to make sure you don't interrupt me. So go ahead. No, I'm offering you the floor because you were talking while I was talking. Go ahead.
I'm good. You can say what you need to say.
Wow. See, your brain did. That's a problem. That's why you have to interrupt me while I'm talking. I gave you the floor. You didn't want to take it because you don't have any thoughts or anything to say.
I do have lots of things to say.
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol. Mm-hmm. So don't take personal offense to it.
Which is what? A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people lack values.
Mm-hmm.
So
very
the
true.
point is
very true. Very true. She's definitely a symbol of a declining society where people lack values. Very true.
Is this? If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge. You didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money.
If I had it, gotcha, B. If I had that thing, I put that in there, gotcha. Because he connected right there. He connected. He threw a powerful right cross, and she's stunned. Oh yeah, she's stunned.
Okay, so I'm the one with like the least IQ here, even though I
no.
I do like the least amount on OnlyFans, but because I'm the only woman who's barking back at you like I'm this brain dead fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer to society.
Why.
I mean, then what?
Let's test it. Let's test it real quick. Okay, what's your age?
I'm 28, but I'm not testing. I'm not doing a test.
You're 28.
I'm getting up there. You're right. Amazing. My eggs are drying up. Okay. I'm not going to be fertile. No one's going to want me. I'm not a high value woman. Like
that's fine. We're not going there. Here's where we're going. If you weren't doing OnlyFans, how would you earn a 6-figure plus income?
Look at the dude that's supposed to be the host of the show. He's just like, he's sort of impressed a little bit with the way he's handling the situation. And the girl right here next to him, the conservative woman next to him, I think those two women right there are considered conservative women. I'm just guessing. I don't know who the second woman there sitting next to the girl in the red next to the Saint in the center. But she, they're witnessing this in real time and they have shock on their face. Like they've never heard a man or probably a black man speak like this. I guarantee that. They've never heard that before.
Wait, speak English. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I work at one of the I work at one of the best clubs in Las Vegas.
You seem like you're having trouble with English for a second. Tell us.
I'm perfectly fine with my English.
Go on.
I'm a little riled up. Yes.
I said that like 5 minutes ago and you denied it.
I'm a little thrown off by you attacking me because I think a lot of these other girls.
That's because people never address you.
And I respect.
People never address you directly.
He's right. That's because people, and she doesn't know, these modern women are not used to men being direct. And that's one thing I always teach you guys, I always tell you guys, you know, when you're communicating, be direct with women. Look at them in their eye. And don't always expect for it to be reciprocated with happiness because they're not used to men being direct. But that doesn't mean you don't be direct. Do not beat around the bush with women. Be direct. Tell them exactly what you want. Trust me, before the end of this show, he's going to garnish their respect because that's what, as a man, you're not looking to be liked by a woman. You're looking to be respected by a woman, not liked. If you're trying to get likes from women, shame on you, right? Shame on you. I don't care if a woman likes me or not, but she's going to respect me. I don't care if a man likes me or not, but he's going to respect me. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a difference. Let's get back into the show, man. Brother, man, brother, I'm going to tell you the real, man. Put some respect on his name, brother. Put some respect on his name. He's cooking.
I think you're just attacking me because I'm responding to you and you don't like that. And you don't like women who go against what you have to say.
That's fine.
And that's why you choose the women that you do.
Do you mind answering the question I asked you?
Why is it that women always try to attack guys like she's supposed to be the strong woman and all the other women who listen to men are the weak women? No, let me tell you what's going on. You may be strong, meaning strong as in stubborn. You may be the stubborn and the wayward woman, right? But the women that listen to men, guess what? They're the smart ones. They're actually the ones with the intelligence. They're actually not weak. They're actually strong. You have to be strong in your femininity to listen to a man. You are in your masculine when you're stubborn, when you don't listen, when you're not agreeable. Let me tell you like this. There's something called the law of the lid, right? You got to know who is the boss or who is the big dog in the room. So you don't go off acting like you the big dog. Because if you go in the room and you're not the big dog and there's another big dog in there, guess what that big dog's going to do? Pull that chain, pull that card, make you prove that you're the big man. And you're going to look stupid. And you're going to look foolish because you're up against someone you shouldn't have never tried to go up against. So it's better a lot of times to keep your mouth shut. Like her, instead of being combative, it would have been better for her to be like the other women. Those other women look smarter than her. They may not be, but they look and are perceived as smarter than her because they did not open their mouth. My dad used to tell me all the time, man, that's why I got that name, too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. I didn't fully understand that until I got older. Until I got into business. So I got into financial services. Hey, man, shut up and pay attention. And you might make some money in this. You might make some money. If you just shut up and pay attention. Let's get back into it. It's good stuff, man. Shout out to Marquette Devon Burton, the center. Shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to that brother, man. He's cooking, man. He's charismatic. He's precise. All his molecules is hidden, is working and hidden. I mean, shout out to this brother, man. Brother's doing a fantastic job at this debate right now. Let's get back into it. Adam 22, look, he's cooking so good. Adam 22, shut up. Let's go.
The question.
Okay, I'll say it one more time.
Very
what skills do you have that would help you earn a 6-figure plus income at age 28?
You're right. Nothing. There's nothing there's no skills that I have at all.
You're trying to escape.
There's nothing. There's no skills. No,
right.
You're right.
Because
you're right.
I think she's being truthful right there. Saint, I think she's being truthful right there. But you're in that room, you're reading it. Let's go.
cocktail server in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's nothing else that I have to offer.
And she's trying to play it off right now. And that's a strategy. Very nice.
What's the strategy? Tell us.
But the fact is, I live in Las Vegas. I've seen your type many times. Generally, they're younger.
Gotcha.
But the point is this.
Old, I know, man.
No, really. Honestly, they should be firing
someone
you.
Marries me.
Yeah, no, they should be. I don't know about that, but they should certainly be firing you and get someone of the appropriate age to do such a low level job.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is this.
I love it how we just puts, listen, man, listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with a person who works at Burger King. I don't think there's anything wrong with a person who waits tables, right? And he's really downplaying those jobs, and he's saying, but he has a point when he says that people of certain age should not be doing certain jobs. She's actually taking a job away from someone younger who probably needs that job more than her, or who should have that job, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. He's cooking. He's saying the right thing. But if I keep stopping this thing, we'll never get through this thing, and we'll never get to the part that we're trying to get to. So let's go.
Why are you opening your mouth wide like that? It's not time. Bring the camera out. She's ready.
I think she can be shocked. She can do whatever she wants. She's fine.
But here's the point. Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke. Okay. And then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke. They hand you a Jack and Coke. You come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
Yeah, there is no skill set is the point, which is to say, if I took your brain and put.
Now, here's the thing. It doesn't require a lot of skill, but it does require seduction. It does require beauty, right? Men like beautiful things, right? And if we got money, we'll pay for it. And that's just what it is. Men like the fantasy of, especially men or incels who are not getting any. They will take the fantasy over the real thing. The fantasy that this girl could be into me. I go to this bar, very nice bar. All the I drink there. Eat some food there. Watch the games and things like that. And everybody in this bar, man, very friendly people, men, women of all. But I understand that the bartenders there are sexy women and overly nice. They'll come over and they'll give you a hug. They'll hang out with you. They're talking to you. They're listening to you. All that is a facade, right? They may be nice people, in real life, but they get paid to be nice. They get paid to walk up and hug you. I've seen men grab their butt in there, and it's not sexual harassment. You understand what I'm saying? No, and that woman has a husband or a boyfriend at home. I don't know if the boyfriend would, if he came up in there, if he would like some of that stuff. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he doesn't mind. Maybe he looks at it like it's just work for her. But there is a level of seduction and sexiness and fantasy. Like, I can get that chick that men like, and they'll tip.
Placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
Facts.
You caught me.
Because you're brainless. Carrying on.
You're right. Yeah. I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that's what you're good for. And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that I'm just being honest.
Liking what this brother is saying to these women. He is not liking the way he's carrying himself, the way he's talking. I don't want to. Listen. I'm not the guy to bring up anything dealing with race, right? But I'm just telling you, I know he's interviewed the guy, the likes of Tariq Nasheed and things like that. I can guarantee you he's not used to an animal like this. And not that I'm dissing the saint in the center and calling him an animal, but I'm not saying he's an enigma in the room. You see how all those people are shocked and looking at the way that he's talking and the way maybe I need to blow this up a little bigger on the screen so you guys can see these facial expressions right here. Okay, let me be minimized and let me maximize the video here. They're like, wow, this brother is really blunt. Let me say it like that. They're like, wow. Let me wrap it up for the brother. The brother is in the lion's den, and he's coming out unscathed. Matter of fact, he's about to bruise the lion here in a minute. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Jesus H. Christ. Let's go.
I mean, being honest, do you even know who I am as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain dead fucking woman.
I get you. He probably shouldn't have called her bimbo or anything like that. But check this out. Do I need to know you as a person to know that you're a sex worker? To know that you sell dreams and fantasies and boyfriend and girlfriend experiences? Do I need to care at that point based on your shamefulness profession? I don't think so. I don't think so. Just my opinion. And I don't know this woman. I'm nothing against this woman. But I'm just like, once I know what time it is, I know what time it is. What's understood doesn't need to be said. I understand what she is, who she is, what she does, what she's there to do. And, yeah, I understand.
Who has nothing to
I think we should
offer.
avoid ad hominem.
But is it ad hominem when you actually? There were some, but
Brainless might be a little.
Do you even know me? Like you don't even, and you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think?
You know what I'm thinking?
Oh, here it's about to get heated. Here goes Adam 22. Let me defend this woman. Let me defend her. Look at that. He's been sitting there quiet for a long time. The girl on the end in the other red dress next to Adam, she is like, she is glad she's not talking. I bet all these other women are glad they're not getting the heat that this boy bringing in the kitchen. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Let's carry on. Let's get on with it. Let's go.
I'm a little bit upset. Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop. He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And he's mad about it.
He basically LARPs as a rich guy on the internet.
If I was absolutely poor, it would mean nothing.
All the girls,
it would mean nothing.
I think we all are kind of in agreement that we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our lives.
This is amazing.
What do you do for work?
I'm kind of on the edge of walking out, Brian. I'm going to be totally real. I'm not walking out on like a playmate level. I just don't really want to listen to a scam artist tell me what's so wrong with our lifestyle.
He is upset. He wasn't even talking to him. But the mere fact that he was putting this woman and saying, like I said, they're not used to masculine energy. They're not used to it. They're not used to a man walking around like he's a prince, like he's a noble person, like he's a king. They're not used to that boss to employee talk, that king to peasant talk. And I get it. It can, I'm not letting no man talk to me like I'm a peasant, but he's controlling that room right now. The host has not got a chance to talk. It's his show. The woman next to him has not got a chance to talk, and she's on the show with them a lot. This brother has took over the whatever.com show. He took it over. He took it over with just mere intellect, poise. The brother is cooking, and he has the whole room on 10. And when you look at this here, you're going to see Adam try to do a coup d'etat right now. Adam's going to try to get all the women there to side with him against him. That's his only way to come back. Because let me tell you something. People who are living in shame, the darkness does not like the light. The darkness cannot comprehend the light. The darkness, when light comes, the darkness goes away. Once you shine light on a problem, Everybody knows now. That's the problem. See, in Adam's world, you're not supposed to know what the problem is. In Adam's world, he's the solution. In Adam's world, he thinks all guys should be like him. Adam, you're kind of like a P. Diddy, bro. Adam, you're kind of like a P. Diddy, bro. You're kind of like a predator, so to speak, man. You're kind of like I wouldn't leave you in the room with anybody that I know that's a woman. Okay, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't think I can trust you. You're the guy that's gonna be like, hey man, let's go run the train on this chick. You're that guy. You're that guy. You're the guy. You're the creep in the room when nobody's creeping, but you're the only one creeping. Just it is what it is. It is what it is. But here's where it's about to get heated, y'all. Here's where it's about to go to level 10. Here's where he's about to get into his feelings. Let's go.
My name. You can Google my name.
Know who you are.
You can Google my name.
If you Google his
Does
name,
anyone know this guy's name?
And I hurt your feelings earlier, and
you didn't hurt my feelings at all. It's just you're trying to do this whole moral superiority thing, and it's not working because you're broke. You're actually broke.
Here's the funny.
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Why did you do an NFT scam on your fans for like $400?
Silly.
Checkmate. This guy's a scammer.
Guys, is that a job as
I
an actual
think
scammer?
I'm gonna leave, and if any girls want to live with me, I'd be happy to take you with.
Hold on. He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting. It's not a rage quit. It's just
he tried to take the girls with him, man. He is a sleazebag. He is a sleazebag, but I can't blame him. They're all in the sex work. They're all sleazebags together. They're all 304s, and he's the pimp. And he wants to, I get it. I get why Adam can't stay in that room with him, because it's too much truth bombs, Bob. It's too much realism. It's too, he's shining a light on too many things. He done already showed you, just broke it down intellectually at a high level, why this girl is narcissistic and a bimbo at the same time. Why she's living in delusion, all in one sitting. He broke down this whole woman's life without even knowing her. And then she just indulged more information and told on herself. And now he has to speak because, man, at the end, hey, he better leave now, because the moment this ain't zeroes back in on Adam, his life's in shambles too. He might come home and his wife be like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work. I no longer want to live in this lifestyle. Let's go, man. Let's continue.
Level
He's
of
rage
me
Adam,
or
in the
any
line,
of these girls.
I agree.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little pause.
I didn't mean
here.
to make him rage quit.
I'm done.
No,
Adam. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I said,
might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked, when I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Okay.
See what you
When I first
did?
walked in, I said, "Do you want
Thanks
the
a
fade?"
lot.
You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
Do you guys have like some pre-existing beef or something?
Listen,
Can we switch Adam?
when
What
I
if we
came in,
kick this
when
guy
I
out
came in
instead?
downstairs, the first thing I said when I saw my
Adam 22 is a tough guy on camera, but off the camera, he's not so tough. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. On camera, I might have to polish that milk dud. But off camera, when the brother said, hey, man, you want to catch this fade? You don't want none. And Adam 22 is a big dude, man. I don't know. I don't know if the Saint can hang with him. I don't know. But I know this. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And if you got some Sugar Ray Leonard splice to you, you got some moves, you quick and you agile and you got strength. You got, a lot of people don't understand that, some people got that inner strength that you don't, that you don't know about. And I don't know this brother. I don't know if he can fight or not. I don't, I did Google his name. It says he makes, there's all kinds of things out there. He makes this million, he's worth 30 million. He's worth 8 million. He's worth 2 million. I'm just like, if you got an M by your name, you're doing okay. Now, is he richer than Adam 22? I don't know. Maybe not. But I know this, that if you leave a debate, you lost. If you leave a debate, you're supposed to go there and finish that out. You're supposed to shut him up. You're supposed to come with receipts. You know how to shut up. How to shut up people. Come with receipts. Stand your ground. Back it up. You don't leave. You don't ever leave. You don't ever get so emotional to where you can't take it anymore. You stay there and you get your medicine if that's what has to happen. You stay there and you get humbled if that's what has to happen. You don't walk out and leave, man. That's that's some feminine stuff, Women can, that's some I can't handle the truth. You're a man. I get it. This brother was he looked angry. He didn't look like he was happy. He was obviously texting somebody during the show. Maybe he was like, "Hey man, y'all got to come get this dude. Saint, y'all got to come get this brother. He's tripping." So Saint, watch your back, man. You never know. You never know who he knows. You never know who he worked for. He could be working with them agencies. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know. So keep your head on a swivel. Let's get back to it, man. We're probably going to end up stopping it here pretty soon. We're not going to go too deep into it, but let me just let it play.
I said, "Do you need that fade?" And he said, "No, it's just content."
Oh, I didn't know you guys had
as soon as I walked up, I said, "Do you need that fade?" And he said, "No, it's just content."
Oh, but I mean, did you guys have a previous?
Because I went on No Jumper. He waited until I left the state of California, and then he started talking crazy. And I said, "If you had an issue with Marquette Devon Burton, you could have said that to me when I was right there in your studio. You don't have to wait until I leave."
You do
Adam 22
so with him, I was
like, "You don't have to wait until I leave."
She'll be back.
I don't know.
And then he DM'd me on Instagram like, "Hey, bro, we got to do a show when you come back." It's like,
wait,
you're phony.
Are you leaving?
The super villain. The super villain. Wow.
Nobody wants
No, I'm the super villain. Wow.
Yeah, because you're a fucking dick and you're an idiot.
She is angry. She wants her clout. She has a tear in her eye.
Go talk to Adam.
She has a tear in her eye. That's wild.
Go talk to Adam.
Here.
I believe in you to get him back.
Adam is the guy with the opportunity for these women. They sleep with Adam. They're going to get paid. And, these modern women, they don't care that they're messing up their womb. They don't care that they're messing up their ability to bond or pair with a man. They don't care that their son, if they have kids, is one day going to watch this and be ashamed of them. They don't care that they look like a 304. They don't care. And this is the selfishness that comes from modern women, because there's no more big mama to shut them up. We used to have big mamas. Big mamas put everybody in place. Big mama walk in the room and everybody listen. Now, man, Big Mama is on the podcast, shaking her rump, twerking. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, Big Mama is trying to get the same man that you got, and she's trying to date younger. You see what I'm saying? So it's it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Shame. That's what it is. It's a shame. Let's get to it. And then we're gonna stop at this point.
Let's bring Adam back. Adam back.
I feel like we all
I think Brian.
Brian did not know.
You set this up for the record. When Brian invited me, you said it would be Marquette 7 Chicks Dating Podcast.
Yeah.
Then today, when I was leaving my hotel, someone texted and said Adam 22 will be there. Me, I'm very straightforward. I'm the same person.
Sure.
Online and offline.
Sure.
And he was talking reckless. That's why when I first saw him, I didn't be phony. I walked straight up to him. I said, "Do you want that fade?" He declined the fade. Cool. Let's do the content. But he was not supposed to be here. You guys didn't tell me he was here until I had already spent a tremendous amount of money, got out here, and I was on my way.
I did not. I had no idea.
So it's like a setup.
No. I had no idea that I don't watch his podcast on frequently. I didn't know that you guys had any issues whatsoever.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue because for me, it's like when I saw you outside and I said, do you want that fade? And you declined the fade.
You mean Adam?
Adam, right. Yes. Yeah. He declines the fade, then there's no issue. It's just like, let's handle the business.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And it seems like he got emotional. I don't know why he's so angry.
Okay.
Because he said there was no problem. He said it's content. Why not do the content?
Okay.
Yeah. He has his feelings hurt. I think it's just like he feels ashamed about what he's doing. It hurt his feelings. Like he makes up something about me. I didn't get like all emotional. Like, oh my God, you like it doesn't bother me. It's like silliness.
But being fully upfront, I had no idea that I guess he made a.
I don't believe that, but I'm not bothered by it. I still showed up.
No, I'm being totally honest.
And everyone else drove here. I flew here, right?
Look at this brother, man. Direct. People are not used to people being direct. Shout out to the saint and the sinner. The brother is direct even with the host. He looked at the host in the eye and said, hey, man, I don't believe that you didn't set me up. I believe that you got me here just for the content, but I'm not tripping, no. I'm not tripping, no, that you set me up with Adam 22, knowing we got beef. No, they're not used to. That's why brothers, please hear me when I say this. Be direct. Be direct. You see how he's the enigma in the room? You see how, and listen, right, just because Adam left, right, you see the girls stayed, right, because they're still looking for clout, they're still looking for fame, they're still looking for people to join their OnlyFans, right? They're looking for some incels to be in their box. But Adam 22 could not handle the heat. He had to get up out of there. He had to get up out of there. Dude was preaching too many facts. He saw how he broke her down, and he didn't want to be next. He broke her life all the way down in just a few moments, a few observations. That's how you know somebody's on their game. That's how you know when somebody's playing chess, not checkers. Man, clap it up again for the same thing. And I don't know this dude, man, but I like his work. I respect it. I respect it. The brother is manifesting his own lifestyle. The brother is his words are becoming reality. And it's dropping like bombs on him. Boom, boom, boom. It's dropping like bombs on their head. You got to respect it, man. You got to respect it. I mean, don't know him. I've never seen him, never met him in person. You know, none of that stuff, man. I watched a few of his shows, and I may have donated once or twice to one of his shows because he was cooking on that show. But I don't watch the brother's show like that. But when I saw this come across my timeline, I said, man, I had to do a show on this. I had to do a reaction, my very own reaction to this, man, because this is wild and crazy right here. Never has anyone ever heard of a man, a black man on top of that, a man, period, speak with so much directness and honesty. Now, I'm not saying everything that comes out of his mouth is the truth, but it's true to him. It's true to him, and he's walking it out right before your very eyes. Gotta respect it, man. Let me tell you again, it's not about if you like the brother or not. You gotta respect the brother. Put some respect on the saint and the sinner's name. Matter of fact, don't introduce him as Marquette Devon Burton anymore. Call him who he is. Call him who he wants to be. Call him saint and the sinner. That's what you call him. Respect him. When you write that man on the show, respect that man. Don't open up like, hey, man, don't try to use his government when he's not trying to use his government, okay? Respect that man. I'm going to let it play a little bit more, man. We're going to let it play a little bit more, man. But this brother, man, hats off to him, man. He walked in the lion's den, and he came out unscathed, and the women are still going to love him at the end of the day. Watch this.
Sure.
I flew here too, but
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I mean, regardless if you flew here or drove here, like it was still like literally
No,
7-hour drive.
No, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. The reason I said that is because the difference between a man flying here and driving here is what you can bring with you.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can bring more stuff. Right, I get it.
Right. So I flew here, and you can't even fly. There's not a private opportunity to fly into Santa Barbara that I could find. I'd have to ask you about that.
No, you can fly like Southwest. It's fine.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like I had to fly commercial here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So there's a difference between what you can bring and what you can't bring. So I walked into a situation knowing I'm dealing with someone that I have a beef with, right? Where he drove here and I flew here. You catching on?
Oh, you got
no, not really.
You gotta keep the game. That's high level information right there. That is above their pay grade right there. They're not peeping what he's saying. He's saying, I flew here, but he drove here. I had to go through what is it called, TCA or something. I had to go through checkpoints. And when I go through these checkpoints, I can't have certain things on me. I'm no longer in Nevada where it's an open carry. Okay. I'm in California where it's not an open carry. He drove here so he could bring whatever he want to bring. If you get what he's saying, he is saying he's out here naked. He's out here butt naked. Okay, that's what he said. I'm out here butt naked, and I don't know what this man. And I got beef with this man. I don't know what tool he got, but I got no tools. And he's still out there in the lion's den cooking. You got to put some respect on his name, man. I'm sorry, man. I got to, I don't ride brothers, man. I'm not a dick rider, none of that stuff, man. I don't support that, but I do got to give respect where respect is due. Masterful. This is a master class in how to debate. This is a master class in how to charm the room. He's actually charming while he's being arrogant and why he's being intellectual at the same time, and putting people down and walking around like he's a king and you're a peasant. You got to respect that, man. Brothers, take notes on, if this is a masculinity lesson, take notes right here. Masterful, man. You gotta give it props, man. You really do. You really do got to give this brother props. He walked into the lion's den with no tool. He bruised the lion's ego. He got emotional and he got up and left. And I can't even call Adam 22 a lion. He's a pretender. He is a CM Punk. Remember when CM Punk tried to do MMA and got that butt whooped up? Yeah, because this ain't wrestling. And he tried to mad dog and put on some showmanship and all this other stuff, and that couldn't save him. That couldn't save him from getting his butt whooped. That couldn't save him. You can wrestle in WrestleMania for the television, the fake stuff, but when it comes to real life, it's just a different thing. It's a different animal. So let's get to it. Let's try to finish this up, and then we're gonna close this thing out. But let's give a few more minutes or seconds of this thing, and then we'll close it out.
Because regardless, we all took time to be here. So
I can reiterate though, I was not aware. You guys seemed totally cool at the beginning of I didn't know.
I was totally
Have
cool.
you been on his show before?
I went on No Jumper.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a.
I don't know, man. You don't
honestly,
like
once I ask you, do you want the fade, and you say no, to me, there's no beef. He said it's just, let's just do the contest at Fan.
I don't know about that. Just because you don't want the fade, I don't think there's no beef. I just think that you don't got your boys with you, or he don't have the advantage, and there's still beef. You can tell the way he left. There's still beef.
Let's just do the content. I didn't expect him to get emotional.
Maybe he didn't want beef like right before the show because it could drag out.
No, because if it's beef, then it is beef, right? So like the thing is, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
If she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. Women don't understand what beef is. Beef is on site. If you know what on site means, it means on site. If I got beef with you, I got beef with you. That means it can go. We may not fight in certain spaces, but if it must, it must. If it happens, it happens. Better me than you. I'm on team me. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm okay. But the fact that the brother came and without the toolie said, "Hey, you want to catch that fade?" That's old school right there. You got to respect. That's old school, because let's be real. People don't fight no more. They, they bring out the tool. They lead with the tool. But a real man, a real man, a real man, man. There's no such thing as a fair fight. But I respect that gangster in him right there. I respect that. I really do. I really respect a brother that's willing to live for what he say and die for what he say. You got to respect it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You got to give that brother his props and his respect. Now, I wouldn't suggest you go around talking like he talked. If that ain't you, don't make that you. Be smart. Be you. Be the best version of you. Don't go try to pretend to be some tough guy. Because let me tell you something, man. Pretenders, man, they get done the worst. Don't be caught out here pretending. You will get exposed. A little bit more, and then we're gonna shut it down.
Beef, then let's get it in, because if he's saying what's true about his net worth, he doesn't
let's
need
say
the
you
money.
guys did fight, then it'd be weird, you guys sitting across the table from
No, it wouldn't. After that, it wouldn't. One of us.
I mean,
probably both of us.
So maybe I'm
probably both of us wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
He'd be in the hospital and I'd be on my way elsewhere.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does he have at least a foot on you?
What do you mean?
He's taller. He's
Have you seen him?
Yes.
Have you seen him?
Size?
Oh my God.
I don't know, man.
We were all standing in a circle.
Let's not fight though. We're not. No violence.
Yeah.
No violence.
Now, listen, Adam 22 is a big dude, man, but let's be real. Women are not good judge of characters, and they think because a guy looks big and scary, he's really big and scary. They fall into. Let's be real. When has a woman ever been good at picking? Especially these modern women. Are they good at picking? If they were good at picking, why do they always got something negative to say about the man that they chose? They're not a good judge of character. Women are not a good judge of character. They pick wrong all the time. She picked Adam 22 over the center. Now maybe I'm not in that room. I can't see how big. I never seen Adam. I don't know how big that brother is or anything like that. I don't know how big or how small the center is. It could really just I don't think it is, but it could really be all talk coming from the Saint. It could really be all talk. But I tell you it didn't look like that. I tell you that if somebody asks you to run the fade downstairs and you say it's cool, and then you try to get tough and bad on the podcast, like you're gonna do something. My thing is this: if you're gonna do something, I'm from where it all began. Okay, I'm from that. Okay, I'm from that. I lived it. Okay. If I got a problem with you, it's a problem. And it's a problem wherever I see you. It's a problem. So I'm from that. Adam's not from that. Maybe he's training, maybe he's doing some MMA, maybe he's staying in shape, but he don't understand what that's about. He has to interview the guy that are really from there, because he's not from there. He's from the other side. Now I don't know how he built his platform and how he built his business or anything like that. He's a success in his own right. Whatever, hats off to that brother. But any man that's an enigma in the room, I would not be overlooking that brother. I'm just being real. I would not be overlooking that brother. I just wouldn't. But listen, you guys, man, we're gonna talk a little bit, and then we're gonna end it. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here, man. But the saint and the sinner, heated debate. This was a moral debate, and your boy lost. He just lost. He walked out. If you walk out, you lose. You lose, point blank. You walk out, you lose. That's just how it is. You walk out, you lose. Facts. You get emotional. When emotions are high, intelligence is low, you lose. Now, there was a lot of nuances and there's a lot of things to chop up in here. This was really it dived into the financial aspects of working in the adult industry. Some participants argued that it's a viable means of financial independence. You just got to go back and watch this whole thing, man. There's so much into this, man. And his brother was in there and he was cooking, man. Cooking to the point where I thought he took over the show. Maybe he should have let the host talk a little bit more. But he was definitely in the zone. And he caused people to get out of their character. And I could fast forward a little bit if you guys want to see. At the end, it was all kumbaya. Let me fast forward a little bit. Look, she comes, she sits back down. And this is how you know.
Okay. All right, we have a the offender question for the entire panel. Do y'all think the average man is less respectable than the average OF prawn?
They try to bring it back, but look, let me fast forward a little bit more. That it can
over time, I was way more ambitious than him, so I just wasn't attracted to him. But I was an atheist in my past life, and I'm now a Christian, and I realized
she finally got a chance to speak. She was on hush the whole time until the very end, where she wanted to tell you that she's a traditional woman and blah, 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 blah. She used to live the wild life, but she wasn't too wild. All this stuff, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's better for the man to be a prodigal son than for the woman to be a prodigal daughter. Let me say it again. It's better for the man to be a prodigal son than for the woman to be a prodigal daughter. Because, let's be real. Western men love hoes. Everybody, there's a lot of people love hoes. We love them. We shouldn't love them, but we love them. They're a good time. They're a fun time. They're exciting. But at the end of the day, we like that plain vanilla when we get back to the house. We want something predictable, just like we're predictable. Dinner's going to be made at this time. Breakfast's going to be made at this time. Kids are going to be dealt with, yada, yada, yada. That's what we want. That's what we like. We don't want to hear that, oh, I used to be a hoe and now I'm saved and I'm born again and I don't want a hoe no more and I want to be faithful and I want to be a wife. No man respects that. It's more respectable for the man to go through and come out and say, you know what? I lived a rough life. I used to be a gang member. I shot 22 people, blah, 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 blah. But now I'm, now I'm living on the straight and narrow path and I'm doing the right thing. See, women want to hear that story because they like they want the bad boy turn good. But let me tell you what we don't want. We don't want the prostitute and turn her into a wife. We don't want the sex worker and turn her into the wife. We don't want the promiscuous woman who slept with over 100 dudes and now she finds Jesus and now we're just supposed to marry and act like those 100 dudes don't exist anymore. We don't want the baggage that comes with that. We don't want the trauma that we're going to have to figure out how to get around. And we don't want the mistakes. You can't have 5 kids and then think, man, you're gonna find a man with no kids and he's gonna take care of you and your 5 kids. Now you find a simp to do it, but not no thorough brother. Not no real brother's gonna do that. It is what it is. So, man, hats off to the brother. Hats off to him, man. This debate was interesting. When it came across my timeline, I was going to talk about something totally different. Matter of fact, I'm still going to talk about it. I'll talk about it tomorrow. We're going to hear about little James, man. Y'all know about little James. We're gonna hear about Lil James and his response to his mama twerking. His Little James, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, man. You know, I go live. I don't do any videos that I have to edit. I will clip these up and put out clips out and put them out there. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. Before we go though, I want y'all to watch this. I want y'all to know the sponsor of this show is Mucho Art. Y'all go check out muchoart.com, muchoart.com. If you want to support the show, buy my merch. I got the hottest merch on YouTube, hands down. You see the shirt? You see the shirt? The shirt is active. Everywhere I go, I get compliments on the shirt, the shoes, the socks, the wall art. Y'all go check me out. If there's ever been a time that I need your support, it's now. Support the show. I'm not worried about the super chats. I'm not worried about any Cash App, but get yourself some merch. It's Christmas, baby. Get yourself some merch. Matter of fact, let me do this. I played it in the beginning, but let me play this quick commercial for y'all. Get the merch.
Hey there, art lover. Ever wondered what happens when art meets AI? Imagine having unique AI-generated art pieces right at your fingertips. Welcome to Mucho Art. We offer AI-generated wall art and t-shirt designs crafted with quality materials and innovative technology. Join our vibrant community of art enthusiasts and tech lovers today. Visit muchoart.com now and embrace the future of art.
Visit Mucho Art right now and get you some AI-generated art, AI-generated t-shirts. You'll be the only one with a t-shirt like this, okay? Let me tell you like this. I don't want to wear nobody's Louis Vuitton, nobody's Chanel. I don't want to support these big brands. I want to support me. I want to support other entrepreneurs in the field who's out there trying to get their clothing line now. This is mine. This is my t-shirt. This is my wall art. I got some shoes, some socks. I'm coming out with more stuff. Y'all check me out. muchoart.com. Support the show. With that being said, man, hey, thank y'all for watching. Thank those who came in the room. Appreciate y'all showing me love. Hey, it's been another episode of the Too Much Moxie podcast. And we are out. Peace.
Yeah, I feel like